the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Suns out in Phoenix. Well, for the Suns, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Phoenix, Arizona, the home of the Suns. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
And right now for Phoenix, they look ready to make all their fans forget about last season's horrible showing. They've already picked up some impressive victories.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said, you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. In the early going here, Doris, we're already seeing a continued trend, putting 5 guys on the floor who can hit the face-up jumper.
Well, this is the new age in the NBA. The floor spacing is incredible because when you've got 5 face-up guys, all of whom can put the ball on the deck, all of whom can shoot, it creates so many driving lanes. And the origin of this, to me, goes back to the last Spurs NBA championship. It was such pretty basketball, the movement, the flow. That, to me, was the starting point for all this.
Team's kind of playing outside in, and it's fun to watch the change. Westbrook with it. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Clock at 4. The 3 from George. Oklahoma City the rebound. Patterson passes to Robertson. And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
Booker finds Ariza to the right side. Ayton with it. Now defended by Adams. Ayton the pass to Warren. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Passes it to Patterson. Out to the right wing. Here's Robertson, guarded by Crawford. Warren against George. Nailed from three-point land.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
Crawford dishes to Ayton. Stolen by George. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Robertson the pass to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. And that one's good. George
Well, you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Crawford kicks to Booker. Back to Crawford. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Patterson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Westbrook against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, that makes them 4 out of 5 to start this thing. They're finding very good shots early on.
Crawford finds Ariza. Ayton with it. George picks him up. Booker. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, the jumper is dangerous from anywhere, there's no doubt. But mid-range is where Booker hits the highest percentage.
On the wing, George. Back to Robertson. Pass to Patterson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Over Booker. And it's Westbrook missing. Suns trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Warren. Crawford with the ball. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. Here's Robertson, guarded by Crawford. Here's Westbrook. And that one hits back iron. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Ariza passes to Booker. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And, guys, we often hear the argument offense is the best defense, and that was the case for them.
Well, you can't really argue when they're executing like that. It was really perfect offense.
Robertson kicks to Patterson. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The defense from Andre Robertson is nothing short of sensational.
Now the pass to Patterson. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Robertson. Robertson's got his first basket.
How about the long strides on his way to the cup? Andre Robertson sees the lane and takes it.
Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Patterson kicks to Westbrook. Now here's Patterson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Robertson over Ayton, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Warren dishes to Crawford. Warren against Patterson. Crawford outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Robertson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Passes it to George. Lets it go. That shot off the mark. Now the Suns take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win. Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end. What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Ayton. Anderson comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Jackson in for Trevor Ariza. Free throw good, Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team? Dora is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself. Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at three, as easy as that.
Schroeder kicks to Noel. Westbrook against Booker. Outside, George. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jackson looking it over. Anderson outside. Schroeder against Booker. Stolen by George. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Grant leading the charge. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 4. And here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Grant against Crawford. Shoots over Grant. Crawford, no luck.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
The Thunder leading by 4. Westbrook with a wide open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Westbrook's got 9.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Crawford against Westbrook. And here's Booker from the arc. And Westbrook pulls it down. Thunder have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Over Booker, and that one's good. Westbrook, he's got 11.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Timeout.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Now here's Crawford. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. He kicks to Jackson. Fires from 18. Holmes, good.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Pass to George. And that's going to be a travel. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who could rebound with the big boys. Devin Booker, number 1.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
You know, the strength he has is a factor as well. He is sneaky strong for an off guard, and seeing him outmuscle a bigger opponent for a rebound is becoming a common sight.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Listen, there's no doubt this young man is one of the great young shooters from distance. Go ahead, Devin Booker, with that picture-perfect motion.
Schroeder, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Schroeder's got himself on the board with 3 there. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. .110 left to play in the first quarter. Good on the bucket.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Schroeder kicks to George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his 3rd basket of the night. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Anderson outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley, entering his 2nd decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back 9 of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. For 3, Felton. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Booker looking around. Puts it up from 7, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Booker's got 11 points.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch, just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
Taking a look at the Thunder, the forwards, George and Grant. Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Noel in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Felton. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. It's George on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron. Suns trail by 3. Here's Crawford. No good that time. Felton with some nice D.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Stolen by Jackson. Back to Booker. The tray. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Oklahoma City shooting here about 46% for the game. Schroeder finds Noel. Jackson against George. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Phoenix. Reza comes in for Jamal Crawford. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Grant the pass to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. Noel dishes to Felton. Here's Adams. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
Schroeder kicks to Felton. To the right side. Grant gets a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Grant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Warren against Noel. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
No good from Grant.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Grant sends it back. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patterson comes in for Noel, and it's Robertson in for Jeremy Grant. Here's Robertson. Ariza covering. Warren against Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball, good passers among the big men?
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic, because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, position and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Thread passes, do such a great job with the ball. I agree with you.
Yeah.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
Now here's Ariza after the miss from Raymond Felton. Now here's Ariza. Tight defense on him. Outside Warren. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Crawford.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. Just not his night.
And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Now here's Booker. 37 points in the win against San Antonio.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him. Guys, that's number 2 on him, and they do not need him to sit right away, but one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
Russell Westbrook in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Booker up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Second chance shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
One shot, line the lane.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
You know what I admire about Russell Westbrook? Were there weaknesses to his game when he came in? No question about it. But his work habits, his desire to excel and improve have turned those weaknesses into strengths. Truly extraordinary.
Now, here's Warren. His last outing, he had 8 points. Kicks to Ariza. 6 to shoot. Here's Chandler. The shot off that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Pass to Chandler. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Ariza against Patterson. Oh, that's blocked. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Outside Felton. The pass to Westbrook. Back to Felton. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Steven Adams. First in rebounding, 13th in steals. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Timeout called, the Suns.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
To the paint. 11 feet away. And the shot by Warren, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Warren against Felton. Passes it to Patterson. To the middle. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
Now, Booker. He's got 16. Over Westbrook. And again, it's the Suns missing. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pulls from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Pass to Warren. Pass to Holmes. Booker in the corner. 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Felton against Warren. Here's Patterson. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Now it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Warren finds Booker. Now Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got his first points of the game.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Felton against Booker. And Adams with the slam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. There's the pass to Holmes. Back to Booker. Outside Warren. Over Patterson. Thunder with the rebound. Right side, Felton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, with that frame, outstanding strength by Ray Felton, working hard inside.
Warren the pass to Booker. Warren on the wing. Down low. Now here's Ayton. He's covered by Felton. And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Warren against Felton. Adams finds Felton. And here is Patterson. Robertson the pass to Patterson. A second chance effort. It's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Reeves it dishes to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Warren against Felton. Back to Ariza from outside the arc. But they'll get another chance. Here's Warren. The 19-footer is on the money.
Time out.
And now it's only a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Ayton. Jackson comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Crawford in for Warren. And it's the Suns with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Jackson with the bounce pass. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Crawford against Westbrook. Now here's Crawford. He's guarded closely.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Excellent D there from George. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Westbrook. George with no one around. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Silky smooth jumper from Paul George, and he just lets it fly whenever he gets free from that spot.
Schroeder against Booker. Jackson kicks to Holmes. Poke loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Jumps up and finished off by Westbrook.
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
For three, Booker. It's good from long range. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
And so it's Oklahoma City in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime. I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, Russell Westbrook in the first half was outstanding. Had full command of the offense. He was pressing action, as always, moving 1,000 miles per hour. But beyond the great production, he just gives your team a lot of life.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The 3 ball just kept falling.
Hey, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in 3 after 3 after 3, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Suns trail by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. T.J. Warren out there with Ayton. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Crawford. And it's Booker in at the 1 spot. Now Warren. Paul George missing from long range. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Suns.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
The Thunder leading by 8. Robertson finds Westbrook over Crawford. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
We know this, Kevin. This mid-range game has always been attached to Russell Westbrook.
Here's Ariza, and it's slammed in by Ariza.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Here's Patterson after the Suns pick up 2. And stolen by Ayton. And here's Warren for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Down low and stolen by Patterson. It's deflected.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Robertson. The kick out to Westbrook. Passes it to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. George against Ariza. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 12 points for George.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Westbrook passes to Patterson. He kicks to Robertson. Adams with it. Defended by Booker. Left side Adams. Outside George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Warren. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead. And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players' doors has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Number 5 is DeAndre Ayton.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
And it's the Suns with the ball. A 12-point game. Crawford dishes to Booker. Pass to Ayton. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Westbrook kicks to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Now here's Crawford. He has 5. Pass to Ayton. It's Crawford on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? He squares up and sinks it. Crawford's got 7 points in the game. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ariza against George. Back to Westbrook. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Chandler's checked in.
Tyson Chandler.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Adams' shot is off. Suns trail by 13. Here's Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 21.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker, not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
Here's Robertson. The pass to Patterson. Adams trying to free himself up. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ariza. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Ariza's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker with no one around, off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Robertson kicks to Patterson. Back to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Adams finds Patterson. And stolen by Ayton. In the corner, it's Crawford. From outside, off the mark.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Westbrook against Booker. Westbrook passes to George. Now here's Patterson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The sturdy Patrick Patterson, the 14th pick out of Kentucky back in 2010.
What you love about Patrick Patterson is he's turned himself into a three-point specialist over the course of his career. You know on a night-by-night basis what you're going to get on the defensive end, and that is a multi-positional defender who's going to give you great effort every single time out. There's something to be said about Patrick's ability to adjust and evolve his game as the NBA has evolved.
Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Thunder also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Patterson. Felton comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Crawford with the ball. He's got 7. Kicks it to Ayton. Booker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. George against Jackson. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Crawford on the wing. He's covered by Felton. Count it. 9 points for Jamal Crawford. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Schroeder surveying the floor. George against Jackson. Passes to Noel. He kicks it to Schroeder. Just 4 to shoot. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, they know not to leave him open for mid-range, and they're all over him on that shot.
Knocked loose. Booker in the corner. They double him with George. Here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
That one is no good.
I tell you, the potential of Josh Jackson is really enticing. This guy is a remarkable athlete. He can defend the basket at a high level. If he gets a jump shot, guys, that's consistent, look out.
Crawford looking over the floor. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
George against Jackson. Pass to Booker. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Felton against Crawford. Felton can't get it to go. Outside Jackson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Well, Josh Jackson gaining experience, and that is coming into play, even with a defense trying to alter his shot.
The three from George. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson against George. Jackson drives in, played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point Thunder lead. Oklahoma City has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, Kevin, there are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
Phoenix with the ball. And Anderson kicks to Holmes. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. It's stolen by Schroeder. He lobs it up.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Suns trail by 8. Anderson outside, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson kicks to Holmes. Knocked away. Pass to Anderson. Jackson finds Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Robertson. 1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, Andre Robertson, a little separation on the interior. That's pretty.
The pass to Booker. Holmes kicks to Crawford. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Here's Schroeder, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you used the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's ones, twos, or threes, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Schroeder. This arena in downtown Phoenix opened in 1992. Doors in 2022, they can opt out of their lease. Otherwise, they'll be locked in for another 10 years.
Well, they're currently playing in the 6th oldest NBA arena, and the Suns are hoping to either renovate that building or build a brand new one. The question becomes, of course, who pays for it? I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Crawford kicks to Jackson. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford.
T.J. Warren.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson has the open look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You've got to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations. Josh Jackson, aggressive on the catch there. Really nice.
Here's George. Noel trying to break loose. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, here's Holmes. Dishes it to Anderson. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 26 points.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Schroeder outside. The putback. It's good on the putback. Noel's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it? Never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Thunder leading by 9. Taking a look at the Thunder. Robertson and George fill out the wings. Noel is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Now here's Noel. Here's Robertson. Back to Patterson. Passes it to Schroeder. For the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Holmes got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way. Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Booker against Schroeder. And it's Noel missing.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
And the basket is good. And that's now 28 points for Devin Booker.
You love it when guys play bigger than you think they are. Booker proving that he's not just a threat from the outside.
Now, here is George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 25 points.
Well, Kevin, you have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Here's Warren. In the corner, Holmes with it. And stolen by Noel. That's tipped and stolen by Booker. Outside Jackson. Booker outside. Back to Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Suns. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Robertson. And here's Schroeder. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Now, here's Ariza. Booker outside. Lets it go from the wing. And good! He nails it. Booker's got 30 points.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Westbrook against Ariza. Bounce pass from Westbrook. And it's Schroeder in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
Phoenix calls timeout. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. It just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Igor Kokoshkov coaching his team during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Here's Booker. Steven Adams making his last shot. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Stolen by Jackson. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Do not get casual with the basketball around Josh Jackson. He has the length and athleticism to make things happen.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Phoenix making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Schroeder against Crawford. Robertson kicks to Patterson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Patterson. The Thunder with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Ariza against Patterson. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Ariza outside. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path
to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Schroeder. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Schroeder's got 9 points now in just the second half. Schroeder against Crawford. Kicks to Ayton. Back to Crawford. From deep. Another three for Phoenix.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
George is checked in for Oklahoma City. Phoenix on defense, trailing by 4. Here's Westbrook, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
I love the ferocity with which Russell Westbrook plays. The defense has no choice but to put him at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
Both free throws good from Westbrook. And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by George. Oklahoma City leading by 6. George double teamed. Pass to Patterson. Here's Robertson. Ariza covering. 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Adams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Thunder lead by 8.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Warren. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Robertson, guarded by Crawford. Robertson kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Patterson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Suns trail by 11. Outside Warren. To the paint. Stolen by Westbrook. Over Booker. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, the blinding speed of Russell Westbrook to change ends and get to the cup.
Crawford outside. There's the dish to Ayton. He kicks it to Booker. Traps in the tray. Booker's got 10 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, somebody fell asleep because the defense was not paying any attention to him. That's a huge blunder.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. George passes to Patterson. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Oklahoma City moving it around.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
Crawford, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding
after that one.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now, here's Ariza. Defense right on him. Crawford outside. Clock at 6. Booker against Westbrook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the middle. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, there's superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Phoenix calls timeout.
I don't think any of us can forget that broken leg Paul George suffered playing for the United States national team in 2014. But what a joy, guys, to see him back and playing at an elite level.
And a chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Now here's Booker over Westbrook. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 38 points. And Doris, you go back to the injury for Paul George. Some moments where you question whether he'd be the same player. Do you think, in your opinion, that factored into his decision to leave Indiana in search of a more competitive situation?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not sure if the injury played a part, but we know unequivocally because Paul George stated it. He wants his legacy to be about winning. And because those peak years for a star player can be fleeting, you have to appreciate the pursuit of just that.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Robertson kicks to Westbrook. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. George, that's a two-pointer. It's not going to go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Adams. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Right side Westbrook. In the corner it's Patterson. George finds Westbrook. Adams outside. Jackson against George. A three-pointer, no good.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Jackson misses.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Now, here's Westbrook. Passes to Robertson. Westbrook against Booker. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. And it's Adams on the follow.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Ayton. Anderson comes in for T.J. Warren. Bridges, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Cannon in for Booker. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Adams. Jeremy Grant comes in for George. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Grant, that's good.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 12. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chandler dishes to Bridges. Back to Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
When the young Mr. Jackson gets in the paint, it's a problem. Really forcing the defense's hand there. That's nice.
Taking 2 shots.
shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Now Schroeder. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.